The war between the SEC and Ripple is over. And believe me, this is a huge victory not just for XRP, but for the entire crypto ecosystem. What's more, there's a massive acquisition that no one is paying attention to, but one that Ripple has quietly made that will reshuffle the cards in the market. What does this acquisition mean for the future of XRP? And how will it affect its price? Don't forget to watch until the end for the answers to all these questions. If you enjoy and find the content of this channel useful, you can support me by liking the video and subscribing now. Remember, in the early days of the lawsuit, almost all legal experts thought Ripple would lose this battle. It was claimed that XRP would be defined as a security, and that it would be the end of Ripple. However, the truths that emerged over time showed exactly the opposite. The SEC's claims came up empty, and Ripple proved how professional and legally compliant it was at every step. From the beginning to the end of the court process, everything from Ripple's Slack messages in 2014 to the emails sent to its first employees was scrutinized. And what was the result? Nothing, not the slightest suspicion or mistake was found. This situation revealed how meticulous and institutional Ripple's structure is. So, what do you think it means when a company's oldest communication records are examined and no illegal activity is found? This shows that Ripple is not just a technology company, but a fully audit-ready institution, a candidate to be one of the most important players in the financial world. This victory now provides legal certainty that XRP is not a security. This opens the door to a new era for Ripple, for its business partners, and most importantly, for the institutional adoption of XRP. While some may think this lawsuit slowed Ripple down, the exact opposite happened. Ripple emerged from this process stronger, and the XRP community stood firmer than ever. So, do you think the SEC's lawsuit really limited Ripple's growth potential? Or did it just attract the attention of a wider audience? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Now let's look at a bombshell of a news story that came right after this victory, which hardly anyone is talking about. Ripple, again with a quiet but strategic move, acquired a crypto giant that is almost unknown. This company is Rail. You've probably never heard the name before, right? But you'd be surprised if I told you that Rail alone handles almost 10% of global stablecoin transactions. Ripple acquired this Goliath company for $200 million. This acquisition will act as a massive accelerator for Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. With this move, Ripple is taking market share from rival stablecoins and preparing to pull all of this volume into its own ecosystem, the XRP Ledger. Some might interpret this as Ripple moving from XRP to stablecoins, but that's a very shallow perspective. Remember, in the financial world of the future, Bank of America won't use JP Morgan's stablecoin. Citibank won't use someone else's either. Every institution will have its own stablecoin, and it is at this very point that a neutral bridge will be needed to connect all these different values and provide instant liquidity between them. This bridge will be XRP itself. With the Rail acquisition, Ripple is taking the existing stablecoin flow into its own fold, further strengthening XRP's fundamental role in providing liquidity. This is one of the biggest steps taken on the path to realizing XRP's Internet of Value vision. So, how did all this news reflect on the price chart? Ripple's victory and the Rail acquisition gave XRP the long-awaited momentum. The price cut through important resistance levels that had not been broken before like a knife, and a new uptrend began. The chart shows that the momentum is entirely upward, and that new peaks are on the way. While there is still some indecision in the market, with the end of the lawsuit, all uncertainties have now disappeared. This could pave the way for institutional investors, and perhaps soon-to-be approved XRP ETFs. In conclusion, a new chapter has opened for XRP. The end of a years-long legal battle and strategic acquisitions are placing Ripple and XRP at the center of the financial world. This is a victory not only for a cryptocurrency, but also for a vision fighting against regulatory uncertainty. If you like this video, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel. In our next video, we will analyze in much greater detail, with on-chain data, what effects the Rail acquisition will have on the transaction volume and fee mechanism on the XRP Ledger. For now, goodbye and see you in the next video.